Hey everyone, just a couple quick announcements before we get into the video. First off, if you'd like to give a nice, completely free holiday gift to one of your favorite creators, such as Oikawa's Protector, Iwaizumi's Biceps, or Wholesome Haikyuu Text, then check out the first link in my description. It's a creator appreciation form where you can just say your favorite things about your favorite creators, and I'm going to send it to them at the end of the year so they can see all of the love that they absolutely deserve. While you're down in my description, I have a couple other links, such as my Discord and my tip jar that would be super cool if you checked out. Other than that, just enjoy the video. Okay, future me had to edit this in because my big brain totally forgot. I want to thank Emma for switching the text format to the script format. You are so amazing and so helpful, and just thank you so much.
At practice. Okay everyone, gather around please. We have a new player. Hi everyone, my name is Haru. I was a wing spiker and the ace on my last team. Everyone could visibly see iwaizumi tense up, sizing up the new player. Oikawa is the team captain. Heyo, I'll be your setter for the year. Nice to meet you. And this is Iwaizumi, the vice captain, and ace. Do Iwa-chan lighten up a bit? It's not like he's gonna take your place. Anyways, Oikawa, why don't you do drills with Haru for a while, to get him warmed up to your sets? The rest of you are on serve receive. Iwaizumi glared at Haru as he watched Oikawa sling an arm over his shoulder, walking to the other side of the court. Take it easy Iwaizumi, you look like you're about to pop a blood vessel. Shut up, you two are idiots. Oh, but we're your best friends. No. Haru is his best friend. Iwaizumi threw a ball at Matsun's face. He spent the rest of practice glancing at his best friend getting close with the new spiker. Oikawa hasn't looked over at me all of practice. So terrible Iwaizumi. Alright everyone, clean up. Good job practicing today. Actually Haru and I are gonna stay late and practice. Yes, we are gonna practice all night. Aren't we supposed to walk home together? Iwa-chan, we walk home together every night. Just for a little while. Okay. Iwaizumi grumbled but decided to walk home with Maki and Matsun. Oh Matsun, please don't set to the new boy, even though it's your job. Don't worry Maki-chan, I'll only set to you, because you're my best friend who I'm secretly in love with, and I know you're secretly in love with me too. Iwaizumi stopped in his tracks. Was that what was happening? Iwaizumi, why'd you stop walking? We're just messing around. Do you think I love him? Maki and Matsun shared a look mixed between amusement and confusion. Don't you? I thought that was something we silently established. Oh my god. No. Anyone but him. Please don't tell me that you're just realizing your very homosexual feelings for your best friend, and from us pretending to be you. Of course I'm in love with him, because the universe hates me. Oh, you admitted to that quickly, so now admit you're jealous of Haru. I'm not jealous of him. Oikawa said we'd walk home together tomorrow. Much to Iwaizumi's annoyance, it turned out walking home together included Haru, who was clinging to Oikawa's side. This continued on for over a week until one night when him, Maki, and Matsun were walking home again. Oikawa and Haru practicing late. Guys, should we stop and get dinner somewhere? Let's go to that new sushi place by the school. Iwaizumi, you coming? Yeah, whatever. Oikawa cancelled plans with me to practice anyways. Trouble in paradise, huh? Shut up, let's just get dinner please. They sat down to eat, having fun and forgetting about Oikawa and Haru until a familiar face walked in. Isn't that Haru? Yeah it is. Shouldn't he and Oikawa be practicing? He said they'd be staying pretty late. He looks like he ran here. Did one of you tell him we were here? Obviously not. Why would I want to eat with him? Okay mister. Jealous. No need to get defensive. Where's Oikawa? Matsun was cut off by Iwaizumi's phone ringing, the screen displaying Oikawa's name. He shared a look with the other two, then picked up the phone. Oikawa. He was only met with heavy, shaking breaths for a few seconds. Are you crying? Matsun and Maki whipped their heads over to look at Iwaizumi, trying to figure out what the conversation was about. Shit, can you come to the gym please? Why isn't Haru there? The three gazed up at Haru, who was talking to another boy in front of the restaurant. He left, and I don't think I can walk. Shit, it hurts really bad. I'll be right there. Iwaizumi ended the call, trying his best not to walk up to Haru and slap him. That son of a bitch is lucky Oikawa's more important, or I'd beat his ass right here, right now. What happened? Why don't you ask the asshole Haru? I have to go to the school. Iwaizumi ran to the school, nervous to go to the gym. Oikawa was on the ground, propped against one of the poles for the net. He was clutching his knee. As Iwaizumi expected, he ran over and knelt down next to Oikawa. Holy shit, it's really bruised. What the hell happened? Haru accidentally shoved me over when he was landing from a spike. I fell on my bad knee. Wait, he was here when this happened. Yeah, and he just left. Yeah, he said he had plans or something. That asshole. What the hell is wrong with him? Oikawa grabbed onto Iwaizumi's arms, trying to calm him down. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Iwa-chan. I'm gonna worry about that ass left you here alone while you're hurt. I'm carrying you back to my house. He lifted Oikawa onto his back, who nuzzled into his shoulder. It was quiet for the first few minutes they were walking, the two of them enjoying being with each other. You know you deserve a better friend than him, right? Shitakoa, always undermining yourself. He's not a bad person. He just had plans. A good person would stayed with you and made sure you were okay. Iwa-chan, would you have stayed with me? I ran to the school as fast as I could to make sure you were okay. See, I'm not undermining my own worth when I have someone like you, and don't go undermining yourself to saying you aren't a good friend, Iwa-chan. Oikawa tightened his grip around Iwaizumi's torso, sinking further into him. We are perfect for each other like that. Iwaizumi blushed. Yeah, we are. Come on. We're home. I'll get stuff for your knee. Iwaizumi sat Oikawa down on the kitchen counter and filled a towel with ice. He stood in front of Oikawa, gently pressing the ice to his knee. I think the adrenaline has worn off. I'm really tired. Oikawa slumped forward, resting his head on Iwaizumi's chest. Iwaizumi resisted running a hand through Oikawa's hair. Just a minute more with the ice, then you can sleep. Iwa-chan, I don't deserve you, idiot. We just talked about this. He tossed the wet rag into the sink, then picked Oikawa up again. Carrying him to his bedroom, he sat Oikawa down on one side of the bed and crawled in on the other side. They'd grown up sleeping in the same bed. It was normal to them, but Iwaizumi's newfound feelings, it made his heart race to turn on his side and see Oikawa there, looking at him with a smile. We deserve each other. Yeah, whatever. Go to bed. Oikawa laughed, then closed his eyes. Iwaizumi lost sleep that night, admiring how soft and peaceful Oikawa looked. Iwaizumi was livid at practice the next day. Iwa-chan, don't be so mad. The doctor said I only have to sit out for a week or so. I'm obviously upset you can't play, but that's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad at asshole Haru ditched you last night when you couldn't even walk. Hey, I heard my name. Oikawa-kun, how's your knee? It's better thanks to Iwa-chan. I still have to sit out for a week though. I hope it heals quickly. That way we can start hanging out again. Haru winked, then walked off to talk to the coach. He didn't even apologize. And what does he mean by hanging out? Oh yeah, we made plans for this weekend. I still think you shouldn't hang with him. Oikawa lightly shoved Iwaizumi's shoulder. You're so protective over me. The team is waiting for you. Go practice. The coach had left a few minutes ago, so the team was left to scrimmage. Iwaizumi, still brewing with anger, purposely put Haru on the other team. Haru had been sending him dirty looks during the entirety of practice, and Iwaizumi's patience was running low. Maki, set here. Got it. Iwaizumi didn't even focus on the ball. His eyes were trained on Haru. The smack of his hand on the ball resonated through the gym, the ball traveling over the net at an insane speed. A second later, it was replaced. It was replaced by the sound of the ball hitting Haru square in the face. What the hell? Holy shit. Iwaizumi, maybe you should sit out for a bit. We're all gonna have to sit out for a while. Look, blood was dripping from Haru's nose onto the court. Why'd you do that? We never figured out what happened last night. Iwaizumi recounted yesterday's events to the two of them. What happened in here? No one spoke, but everyone's gaze shifted between Iwaizumi and Haru. Iwaizumi, Haru, you two stay behind to clean. The rest of you go home. Everyone awkwardly left, supplying nothing more than a small wave. This is all your fault. It's just cleaning, get over yourself. No, you obviously have some problem with me. My problem with you is that you walk in here acting like you own the place, and then go hurt the captain and my best friend and ditch him, leaving him on the ground in pain. Oh, so you'd still be this pissed if the same thing happened to one of the other third years, because they're your best friends too? Or maybe do you think that you have something special with Oikawa? You feel something more for him than you do for the others, right? I can tell. Haru had a snickering smirk on his face, and Iwaizumi hated that he almost felt intimidated. He gripped the broom tightly in his hands. What's it matter to you what Oikawa and I are? It doesn't. Either way, you can kiss goodbye to whatever your relationship is with him. I'll have him wrapped around my finger in no time. Haru left the gym, leaving Iwaizumi alone. Iwaizumi felt like crying. The thought of no longer being Oikawa's first choice, or his best friend, made him sick. He'd never even considered it. It had always been Oikawa and Iwaizumi, not just one of them. He pulled out his phone, calling Oikawa. Iwa-chan, what's up? Can I come over to your house and watch movies or something? Yeah, sure. Maki and Matsun are over. I'll kick them out though. When Iwaizumi arrived at Oikawa's house, he left himself to fall onto Oikawa, who was sitting on the couch. You're cuddly today. Did Haru get to you that much? Don't talk about him, or I'm going to break something. Let's just watch something. Okay, we'll watch a rom-com since I know they're secretly your favorite. The two watched Love Actually, cuddling on the couch. Do you actually like Haru? I don't not like him. I just don't understand what you have against him. Iwaizumi wanted to tell him what Haru had said earlier, but couldn't without exposing his own feelings. You still gonna hang out with him this weekend? I think so. I better still be your number one. Shitakawa. Oikawa let out a small laugh, then cuddled further into Iwaizumi, pulling him into a tight hug. You'll always be my number one, Iwa-chan. That won't change, just because I have a new friend. Iwaizumi cringed at the word friend. He knew that Haru had bad intentions. He knew Haru just wanted to use Oikawa for whatever reason, but for his own selfish reasons. Iwaizumi couldn't tell Oikawa, I can tell you're thinking too hard. Do you think there will be a time when you're not my number one? Trashikawa, I better always be your number one. Tough call. Haru doesn't call me Trashikawa. Iwaizumi smacked Oikawa's chest. Don't joke about that. Right, sorry. No talking about him in front of you. Let's go to bed, Iwa-chan. I'm not moving. Iwaizumi hated that he let Haru's words get to him, so he wanted to soak up every minute with Oikawa, even if that meant being clingy. Okay, koala, we can sleep here. Good night, Iwa-chan. Oikawa threw a blanket over the two of them and wrapped his arms around Iwaizumi. Even though he'd just realized his feelings for his best friend, he knew that those feelings had probably been there for a long time, and he'd probably subconsciously been trying to win his heart. He fell asleep to the sound of Oikawa's heartbeat. The next day everyone could feel the tension in the gym. No one was able to play well with Iwaizumi and Haru at each other's throats all the time. The coach was gone again, leaving no one to intervene. Oikawa-kun, can't you tell Iwaizumi's messing up practice for everyone? The gym went quiet. What? He's been forcing you to toss to him all day. I mean, he is the ace. You should be tossing to me, not him. Oh, shit's about to go down. He can choose who to toss to. He's the setter and the captain. Yeah, so choose Oikawa. It's me or him. This is embarrassing to watch. He doesn't actually think Oikawa will choose him, does he? Why should I have to choose? Can I not just say to both of you, you aren't the only one on the team? Haru. Iwaizumi was secret glad for Haru's outburst, hoping Oikawa would see how shitty of a person Haru was. I know I'm not the only person on this team, but it's either me or that shitty asshole Iwaizumi. He's just bringing the team down. You haven't even been on the team long enough to say that, and that shitty asshole is my best friend. So if it's between you and him, I obviously choose him. You're a waste of time. Oikawa, I came to see Joe because I thought you'd be easy. That you'd beg for me, because deep down I think you know you have to be for someone to like you. Oikawa gasped, heat creeping up his face, tears in his eyes. Oh, that's it, you asshole. Matsun and Maki didn't even try to hold Iwaizumi back. Within a second he was across the gym, landing a punch on Haru's jaw. He landed a second, then a third, before Haru staggered and fell over. Keep his name out of your dirty mouth, and never say shit like that again, or I won't hesitate to beat the shit out of you. If you so much as touch him, I'll leave you with much more than a bloody face. Iwaizumi picked him up by the collar and dragged him out of the gym. Everyone go home. Practice is over. I should listen to you. It's okay. The two then began to walk home, the sun hidden behind a thick layer of clouds, snow falling around them. My hands are cold. Why is it so cold outside today? Iwaizumi just grunted in response, then opted to hold Oikawa's hand to warm him up. Iwa-chan, you don't think I'm easy to get, do you? Nothing he said was true. You've been asked out a lot of times, and you've never said yes. Well, it's not like they actually like me, they just like my popularity. Well, either way, what he said isn't true. You'll never have to beg for anyone to like you. Oh yeah, how do you know that? Iwaizumi stopped walking. HW expected his confession to be more romantic than this. Maybe after a fun weekend, or at a festival. Not like this, but here he was, about to lay his feelings out. Because I like you. Very funny, but I mean for real. I do mean it for real, Shitakawa. Oh, you really do mean it. I just figured out recently, but I think the feeling has always been there. That's why I was so pissed about Haru. He wanted to use you, and he didn't really like you, and it pissed me off to see you spend your time with him, when I like you for real. Iwa-chan, thank you, and I like you too, a lot, and for a long time. Iwaizumi didn't know what to do. He hadn't imagined any scenarios other than him being rejected awkwardly, so he pulled Oikawa into a hug, carding his hand through Oikawa's hair. Does that mean all this time you were jealous? I've always been jealous of other people getting your attention, but especially when they're a huge asshole. Is that why you're always grumpy? Iwa-chan, Shitakawa. He pinched Oikawa's side gently. I really don't deserve you. Shut up with that already. I don't deserve you either. So we are still even. We are both perfect for each other. I think so. The end.